no one likes their time being wasted. That's why in this video, I've compiled 30 of the most asked questions about being a DoorDash Dasher, and I'm going to try to answer them all in under 10 minutes. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. This channel is dedicated to your success in this gig economy, this side hustle. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And right now, for a limited time, get 50% off the entire site at yourdrivermike.com using code Black Friday. Number one, is being a DoorDash Dasher worth it? Generally, yes. I'm averaging $25 an hour in gross revenue, and many drivers state it's the best app in their market. Number two, how long does the background check take? Expect a couple of weeks, maximum 2 to 3 weeks, but sometimes it can be as fast as just a few business days. Number three, why am I not getting orders? Well, you could be waiting in a dead zone. Really, there's not many restaurants in the area. You could be driving on exceptionally high peak pay, and there's a lot of other drivers out. There could just be lower customer orders at that day and time, and that's really nothing you can control. Or there could be app or service issues. Number four, do Dashers see tips ahead of time? Yes, they are expected tips, and sometimes they can actually be higher, but they'll never be lower. Number five, what's onboarding like? In today's landscape, really all onboarding is done online. So you'll get your welcome kit mailed to you. That's going to have your DoorDash hot and cold bag, and then your red card that you're going to use for certain types of orders. Why is my DoorDash Dasher app down? So it is quite possible that you may experience an outage working for DoorDash, and I actually see that happen maybe just a couple of times a year. Important to note, you should probably drive for other apps as well in case this happens, because you're not going to be reimbursed for any lost pay during an outage. Number seven, do I need insurance? Most likely, yes. Your personal insurance policy for your vehicle. Most likely that is not going to cover using that vehicle for business. I would check with your carrier about a supplemental policy to add that coverage on top of your personal policy. Number eight, what are the requirements to become a Dasher? You must be 18 years of age or older, have an iPhone or an Android, a reliable vehicle, a valid domestic driver's license, insurance, and a clean driving record. Number nine, what benefits do I get as a Dasher? You'll get some discounts at auto care centers and some other service discounts as well, so check the link down below in the description for more information. Number 10, what is DoorDash's top Dasher? So if you hit certain monthly metrics, and it must be met every single month, you'll qualify for top Dasher. Now, top Dasher, it's really in a beta program still. It'll give you the ability to dash at any time, so you don't have to wait for a market segment to be busy enough and go online with the Dash Now feature. You can go online at any time, and you'll also be prioritized for more orders. And DoorDash actually says if there's two Dashers that are really competing for the same order, let's say they're waiting in the same plaza, the top Dasher would be prioritized. Number 11, how do taxes work? As an independent contractor, you have no taxes withheld from any of your earnings with DoorDash. And if you make more than $600, you'll be issued a 1099 form come tax time to claim that income. You'll want to check with your CPA or other tax professional about taxes and setting money aside for those taxes. And also check, as you may be required to pay quarterly taxes as well. You also have two deduction options as well. You have a standard miles deduction and you have an itemized deduction. The standard miles deduction is going to be a flat rate, a per mile rate deduction that generally encompasses the operating cost of a vehicle. For business driving here in 2020, you can write off 57.5 cents per business mile driven. And then the itemized deduction, it's really just that, is the actual expenses by item, the specific costs of your vehicle. Number 12, how do I contact support? If it's during an order, there's a help section where you can text or call Dasher support. Or if you're online, you can call, you can email, or you can instant message. There's also methods across social media as well. Number 13, what pay bonuses are offered as a Dasher? There's two. There is peak pay, which is a per delivery bonus. And then there's challenges, and that's a batched bonus. So let's say complete 10 deliveries and receive an extra, whatever it is, $10 of extra pay. Number 14, I'm not seeing the Dash Now button. So if your market segment is grayed out, because typically if it's busy enough, that segment would be red, and then you'll see a Dash Now button at the bottom. So if you don't see that because your marketplace is gray, that means there's enough drivers currently driving. Now, if your app is red and you still don't see a Dash Now button at the bottom, chances are that's an app issue and you should reach out to support. Number 15, what is the best Dasher equipment? So again, when it comes to onboarding, most marketplaces are going to give you a free hot and cold bag. But on top of that, I would pick up at least one extra hot and cold bag. They're $8 on the DoorDash Dasher store with free shipping, at least at the time of filming this video. In addition to that, I would absolutely, really a must-have is getting a dash cam as well if you don't have one already. And then as far as delivery accessories, you want a pizza bag and or a catering bag if you plan on doing this a little bit longer. Now, I do have an Amazon storefront for really any accessory in the gig economy, so check that out. That's linked down below as well. Number 16, what are hotspots? These are areas in your marketplace that are generally getting orders, and these hotspots do change over time. DoorDash says these are areas that are generally getting orders, but they're not guarantees that you'll get an order. You may also want to kind of discover your own. You can get orders from places that aren't hotspots. Now, do keep in mind, you don't want to venture too far away to really dead zones within your marketplace as well. Number 17, how can I get a DoorDash mask? DoorDash is providing free masks. Check the links down below in the description. Number 18, what are multiple orders on DoorDash? AKA, it's a stacked order. It is 2 assignments for 1 driver. These are going to be from the same restaurant or generally ones that are close by. Number 19, what are the DoorDash terms and conditions? I'll leave that linked below. Number 20, which Dasher ratings actually matter? This one, yes, you need to have a minimum of a 4.2 Dasher rating. Acceptance rate, no, you cannot be deactivated for a low acceptance rate. Completion rate, yes, that matters. You need to have at least an 80% minimum completion rate. On time or early, yes, you actually can be deactivated for having too low of an on time or early percent. Now, DoorDash doesn't give us that exact number as far as the threshold. Lifetime deliveries, yes, I don't know. That's just a cool metric to say. Number 21, what can I do if I'm on the Dasher waitlist? Frankly, there's not much you can do if you're on a waitlist with DoorDash or really any of these apps in the gig economy. You can reach out to support. In my experience, you're not going to get much information as far as an update. As spots do become available, make sure to check your email for an eventual activation. Number 22, should I be concerned about mileage? You should be, because you need to track your miles for taxes and deduction purposes. You can either use mileage tracking apps like MileIQ, SherpaShare, Everlance, or you can do what I do. I just do a manual log. You can write it down, or you can keep notes in your phone. If you're going to do that, just make sure you're zeroing out your trip odometer when you start logging those miles once you go online, and then write down or record somewhere the miles once you go offline. Number 23, what does an earnings statement look like? Here is a weekly statement and next to it, a daily statement. Number 24, what should I expect on my first delivery? Now, in my opinion, I feel like you're going to get the hang of it pretty quickly. I would spend my time on each screen and kind of get familiar with how the Dasher app works. Now, if you haven't done so already, I would watch a ride along where I bring you through a live shift just to see, again, the screens, just to see some of the decision making. I'll leave a video linked above. Number 25, can I buy DoorDash stock? Not yet, but it's coming. DoorDash just filed pre-IPO paperwork with the SEC. Number 26, are there any good DoorDash Dasher reviews? For that, I'll specifically leave a review video linked in the description. Number 27, a big one. The customer said I didn't make the delivery when I did. Now, this one actually caught DoorDash's attention as they just updated their website, so I'll leave that linked below. Number 28, what problems can I anticipate when driving? It can be slow, there can be wait times at the restaurant, there can be perceived saturation with a lot of drivers, there can be driving on peak pay, so you think, well, that's the bonus pay, you think you're gonna make a lot of money, and it turns out again that it's slow. There can be no peak pay, so there's no bonus pay in your market. The pay fluctuates, there is a vehicle depreciation, there's a volatile market where you don't really know where these apps are going. Number 29, my prepaid red card was declined. In essence, you're just gonna message support, and for most problems, when you're actually on the road doing a delivery, you can simply message support. Again, it's text or call via the app, and it is pretty easy. But if you wanna see an actual first-hand experience of what happens when that card's declined, check out this video. Number 30, how are tips when driving for DoorDash? So most all of your customers are going to tip ahead of time, which is a little bit different than other food delivery apps. And the process to actually add a tip after delivery is more complicated than other apps. So your customer can add or adjust the tip after the fact, but they actually have to go into their profile online and, in essence, submit a help ticket with support to do so. But overall, in my experience, tips have been pretty good on DoorDash. So if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my most recent video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.